Oversteer and Understeer. Two very important concepts in sim racing, but you don't know them because you're a bum, right? Well, don't worry, I will teach you. So basically, I'll start off with explaining Oversteer first, and maybe we'll get on to Understeer. First off, Oversteer can happen to all three types of cars: forward drive, rear drive, and all-wheel drive. What I'm using right now is a Nissan Skyline R34, which is an all-wheel drive car. For testing purposes, I will only use this car, but this can mostly happen to all cars. Just know that. For oversteer, it is when the car turns more than in the intended steering angle. So basically, the car will end up rear-ending the wall and spinning out of control, or spinning out of control. Allow me to demonstrate. That is an oversteer, and you do not want that to happen to you. Why? Because you'll lose maximal speed, and you'll end up throwing the race. Now that is bad, because it will often lead to other people overtaking you, and other people gaining speed on you, and you don't want that. You want to be the fastest. So now I'll get on to understeer. Understeer is quite literally the opposite of oversteer. Oversteer is when the car loses control and spins out of control, but understeer is when the car loses control and turns less than the intended steering angle. Allow me to demonstrate. That is an understeer. You'll see that instead of rear-ending the guardrail like I did with oversteer, I end up hitting the guardrail with my front bumper instead. Now, this is subjective to people's perspective of the race, but most importantly, that is usually what happens if you are understeering. Now, both of these are bad at the end of the day because they will cause you to lose speed, and understeer can even be worse at times because it will have a chance of flinging you and sending your car to goodbye. You can kiss winning the race goodbye. But the most important thing is you must always compensate for the lack of understeer by digging into the oversteer at the start of each corner, the badass you are.